number of donors.
We've had a magnificent response. We've just sent out just under 1,000 units of blood to the Gulf. It's obviously important that people come forward and give blood at the present time. If they're not registered as blood donors, they need to do that, and we've arranged in banks throughout Scotland for the necessary forms to be there, and the response so far has been magnificent, but obviously we want more, and certainly I and other blood donors, I think, will be in the coming days going forward and making our contribution.
Well, Scotland's acute heart disease record has taken to the road. Health Minister Michael Forsyth launched the privately funded facility in Dundee today. The converted double-decker bus will tour the country, screening and advising people in a bid to knock us off the top of the world's coronary disease table.
Scots Health Minister Michael Forsyth officially launched Scotland's first mobile screening unit, the government's only contribution to the facility. Every penny of the £100,000 total cost has come from private coffers. But following an on-the-spot health check, the Minister was eager to stress the government's commitment to reducing Scotland's acute heart disease figures is not in need of major surgery.
It's absolutely essential, and we've set a target to reduce the number of premature deaths in Scotland through coronary heart disease by a quarter by the end of the century. Now that's no less than saving 10,000 premature deaths. We've an appalling record on coronary heart disease. Much of it is preventable, and we're prepared to put in the resources through health education and indeed through screening and other approaches to try and get that record down.
Scotland has the unenviable record of topping the World Heart Disease League table, excessive smoking and drinking and an unhealthy diet being the main culprits. But SHARP, the Scottish Heart and Arterial Disease Risk Prevention Group, are convinced the converted double-decker is a major step forward in the fight against coronary disease.
First of all, when someone comes on the bus, they have their height and weight measured. We ask about family history of heart disease because there is a hereditary factor. And then we ask them about their consumption of tobacco and alcohol and salt. They then have the opportunity to have their blood pressure and blood cholesterol, which is the fat in their blood, measured, and also their blood sugar.
The bus, containing 2 surgeries and staffed by specialist nurses, will travel the length and breadth of Scotland, offering on-the-spot checks.
Announced the funding at the launch of a mobile heart screening unit in Dundee. The new unit, operated by the medical charity SHARP, will tour Scotland offering free health checks and advice. Here's Neil Moody.
The distinctive double-decker bus has been equipped with 2 surgeries and will be manned by specialist nurses who will offer health screening, including checks on blood pressure and cholesterol levels. It'll be run by the Scottish Heart and Arterial Disease Risk Prevention, or SHARP for short. The charity's medical administrator believes the mobile unit will be a major step forward in the fight against heart disease.
Some people are a little reluctant to go to their doctor's surgeries, but if the bus is available in shopping centres or somewhere convenient for them, we feel that they might seize this opportunity to learn how they can mend their ways and help themselves to better health.
Don't you think, though, that perhaps people who are most at risk, who drink a lot and smoke heavily, are overweight and have a bad diet, are simply going to be frightened to get on the bus?
Well, I think these are the people who might be more willing to get on it on impulse. When if they got a letter from their GP, they might be a bit reluctant, if they'd time to think about it, to turn up and keep that appointment.
Opening the new facility, Scottish Health Minister Michael Forsyth took the opportunity to announce an extra £1 million funding for health education in the next 2 years. And he underwent the screening process himself. To be told, his cholesterol level was too high. But he congratulated the charity on their efforts.
SHARP have shown commendable initiative. They've put together a screening system which is cost-effective. They've taken what was an old bus and turned it into a very effective unit, and they've invited me along today to launch it, I think in order to draw attention to the success which can be achieved.
SHARP now say they require further sponsorship to establish more screening units throughout Scotland. Neil Moody, BBC Reporting Scotland, Dundee.
And now Scotland's weather for tonight and tomorrow.